Don't look now, but there's an ugly woman with a 5 o'clock shadow and hairy arms running right at us with a machete. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the wild, weird, and unexplained of Mosquito Springs. So y'all grab something cold to drink from the cooler and join me, Winston, and Bobby Ray for some more adventure. Now, why exactly are we back in the woods today by that glow tree? Well, I thought we could talk about what y'all saw when y'all were in that spirit realm on the other side of the glow tree portal.
Well, man, all I can say is it was some pretty creepy stuff.
Oh, I bet it was. You know, these steaks I've been grilling on my truck's tailgate cooker are just about ready. And I'm grilling up some big, meaty mushrooms to go with them. Hey, Big D, did you know they got mushrooms that instead of eating them, they give them a job? Oh, Bobby Ray. No, it's true. You see, they've genomagically modified mushrooms that can eat cigarette butts, oil spills, plastic, and radiation. That's right. Yeah, I think I did read something about that. And it can even eat up used diapers. I mean, used diapers? Really? Now, if it can do that, I bet it could clean my fridge out. Hey, you never guess how bad it got. Oh, I know better than to ask. But how bad was it? Well, it was so bad, I just bought another fridge and closed off that room the old one was in. Good grief. I mean, have you looked in there? I opened that fridge a couple of days ago, and I saw something green in an I can't believe it's not butter bowl, and something blue in a Cool Whip container playing Texas Hold'em. That's right. And I think the blue Cool Whip was winning. Oh, I should have known.
What made you think to go to see Madame Rowena when you couldn't find us in the woods?
Well, she actually called us up and said she had been divining Ogum. Ooh, I don't want to hear about that widow woman's divine orgasms. No, it's a divining method based on the Celtic vaginal system. Oh, you mean like one of them commercials telling ladies how to keep their vaginal system fresh so they can ride horses, play tennis, and shoot skeet? You know, sometimes it's just like talking to a brick wall.
Oh man, you should have been stuck with him for a whole week like I was.
Hey, I wasn't that bad. Anyway, Madame Rowena used a variety of methods to find where y'all were and figured out how we could get y'all out of the spirit realm y'all got sucked into at the old Skinner house.
Yeah, we sure appreciated that, man.
Well, I sure am glad Joe Cletus had that old Sparky ready to set off the lightning power. To open that there, what'd you call it? Portal? Well, that's close enough. It's a portal to the other side. What'd y'all see while y'all were in there?
Well, it was mostly just woods, like you normally see on this side of the portal, but it always had a ground fog. I mean, even in the daytime. And though we ate fish from the river, that food y'all sent through and those pocket water filter pumps for getting drinking water from the river were a real lifesaver, man.
Well, did you see anything out of the ordinary? Oh, we sure did. There was a real big flock of unicorns with glittery ribbons in their mane that were tooting rainbow sprinkles out of their backside and galloping across a field of candy clover and sourdough.
Really?
No, not really. Where'd you think we ended up, my little pony magic wonderland? Bet I had you going there for a minute, didn't I? Okay, you got me. But did you see anything strange? Something different over there, maybe from what you see over here? Well, we did see a bright white light leading out of the woods, and we saw a bunch of relatives and my dog Rocky that passed over a few years ago. My Aunt Slidell came up and gave us a big old hug and some deviled eggs. You know, I think she must have given her Jack Daniels recipe to Aunt Ida, 'cause they were as good and strong and a little sweet and tangy just like hers.
Well, see, she told us it wasn't our time yet, so to stay away from the light, or we'd really be on the other side and there'd be no returning.
So it was kind of a waiting room for the afterlife. You know, I was kind of figuring that it was. Then she said she'd be back in a few days to get us if we were still there, 'cause you know how you get stuck on the other side if you don't come on back. But she said above all, stay away from that inky black nothingness on the other side of the woods. She said it was an evil that would swallow you up quicker than a bull snake with a field rat. That's right. So kind of like a heaven and hell thing.
Well, that and something more, I think. Beyond the light and the dark, we could tell there was a way out of the woods that went out into what we figured was a parallel world. Then there was this swirling purple vortex coming out of the glow tree that y'all opened up with old Sparky, which now we know is the portal back to our world.
Well, that's an awful lot to wrap your head around. Maybe we need to go back through that portal and find out more about that world on the other side. Well, you're welcome to it. Let me know if you find any rainbow sprinkles. Well, you need to go with us since y'all already been to the other side and you have all that experience. I also cut my leg once on a chainsaw, but I think I could pass that experience too.
Well, hey man, I'd go back in there with you. Well, just as long as we have an exit plan, that is.
Well, see, we can have Joe Cletus keeping the lifeline open over here on this side. Now that we have the portal mechanics figured out, well, as long as you're doing that, making sure we have plenty of supplies and a plan to get back out, I guess you can count me in too. Well, all right. You know, maybe that's where that doppelganger of yours came from over at the Skinner house. Wait a minute. Did you say I got a doppelgobblenecker? No, doppelganger. The duplicate. You know, it looked just like you, but it acted kind of weird.
Well, how could you tell, man?
I see what you mean. Hey, y'all, I'm standing right here. Hey! What the? Don't look now. But there's a really big ugly woman with a hairy chest and a 5 o'clock shadow running right toward us waving a machete.
Freedom! Whoa, that's like Braveheart, man. And look, he stopped about 20 feet away. What's he doing? Oh, man. He just pulled up his kilt, and now he's mooning us. Winch me boom, you dullards! Hey! Ooh! Ha ha!
Uh-oh, it's a full moon tonight.
Ooh! Ah! Ha ha ha! Oh, man, put that thing away. You're making me lose my appetite.
Oh, come take me. Just you try. You're not man enough, are ye?
Well, this is not what I meant when I said I wanted a moon pie.
I am Angus McPherson of Eldersley. Prepare to die a most grievous death, you English pigs.
Dude, we're not English. We're like Texan.
Oh, your berries have shriveled up to wee beans, haven't they?
Angus!
Bite it. Just bite it.
Angus!
Hey, just go home now. Cry into your wee mum.
Do you want some steak or something else to eat, or do you want to just keep waggling your backside at us?
Well, I do love a wee waggle, don't ya? But it has been a while since I've ate. Oh, and that steak. He could surely win this battle. Pass a rare one this way, if you don't mind. And perhaps a wee dram of whiskey would not go unappreciated.
Well, okay. Here's a beer, man.
Gluk, gluk, gluk. Ugh! Ah! This is cold and weak as peace. It still slicks my thirst. Hand me another, young laddie. And just call me Fergus.
Hey there, Fergus. You with a reenactment group or making a movie or something?
Nay, I don't know what you speak of, but I come through the cursed swirling wheel of vomit the last time you were here with your wizard and his lightning machine.
Oh, he must be talking about Joe Cletus's sparking Tesla coil and that purple ghost portal.
Okay, we were taunting the English with Robert the Bruce and about to charge when I was sucked through and spit out of this wretched tree. That's when I saw you and that sparking machine.
So now you're stuck here on this side to haunt the woods?
Aye, I'm attached here, but not to the woods.
But now Joe Cletus said ghosts have to be attached to a place to stay around, like the old Skinner house and these here woods. Huh. Well, I think there is another possibility.
Well, like, what other possibility could there be?
Well, I think somewhere I read where a ghost could be attached to a person.
Och, aye, a person it be.
Well, there, Fergus, could it be anybody we know?
Well, that would be you, my young laddie.
Do what now?
Well, you see, our spirits bonded while ye were on the other side, and I came through the same time that ye did.
Is it too late to get my money back for this trip?
Oh man, if he came through, I wonder if anything else did.
Aye, there was, laddie. On my heels, I was chased by 2 enchanted fairies, riding a giant fire-breathing devil dog.
Well, that's not good. We're gonna have to get us a posse together, and then we're gonna have to see if we can catch him and...
Get your wits, laddie. Nah, me bum's out the window, ain't it? I'm just pulling your wee leg, laddie.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this fella. Oh, boy. Well, you really got me good. Well, lunch is ready, y'all. We've got steak, grilled corn on the cob, some greens, and a peach cobbler. So get y'all a plate and something from the cooler, and let's put the old feed bag on.
This scran is pure belta.
Today's episode is brought to you by J. Michael Bob's Lobster on a Stick. Once you've had these plump and meaty nuggets of joy, you won't go anywhere else for a fine piece of tail. I tell you what. Well, thanks for joining us today out here in Sutters Woods with our new friend and Scottish soldier, Fergus. I'm looking forward to learning more from him about the other side and a whole lot more. Please be sure to like the Mosquito Springs podcast, answer the short survey in the show notes, leave us a review, and most importantly, share us with your friends. We'll see you next time.
Mosquito Springs and its characters were created and performed by Michael Stathams. Ta.